All right. Good morning, everyone. This is SageFT. My real name is Revan Wood. We're watching the live trading desk. Let's go. All right. How is everyone? I hope you had a great weekend. Okay, let's just dive right into this. We are inside the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days. But we are cappuccino. So here's how I'm looking at this. We're watching the open of this bar, which is 1775. Notice we're stuck at 17 to 1775. Now, the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. This big gap. Does it fill or does it not? That is the question. That is the question. Do they take them for a while? Do they take the gap sellers for a wild ride? Or does the gap sellers take the longs that are late for a wild ride? That's the actual push-pull for today. Now, if you watched the Sunday night review and rev up, you know exactly what's happening. Watch that if you have not yet. I would do that before you trade. Okay, in the 4 hour, same thing. Look at the structure is perfect. Removal, or excuse me, draw on liquidity. Removal of the removal of all removal, right? This bar starts the removal. It swept all liquidity underneath it. All the sell side liquidity said, oh, thank you, finally. Oh, we've been waiting for this order. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay. Break, retest, and then it kind of changes the structure, comes down, retests this structure here, and we're off to the races with a big gap. So again, 1775 over under, and then below us, let's map that level out. We can do it on the 4 hour chart to make it easy. 93.50 to 05.50, or roughly around those numbers. Okay, 15-minute chart, high and tight, gap, breakaway gap, right? Is until the change of character happens, right? Where it's trending downwards and we're coming back in and starting to fill the gap, right? That would be a change of character. Until there's a change of character, we are not messing with anything besides longs off of lower Keltner. So now, speaking of longs off of lower Keltner, look how many, before we get into what, there's no news today. There's none. No news whatsoever. So there's no catalyst, right? So we're trading on pure technicals. So look at the 2 longs that have fired off right here off of lower Keltner, converging with V. Wappleton. Look, okay, so here's the first one that I did get filled on. And then here's the second one that I didn't get filled on. Two different ways you could have taken it. And then I also had an order down here at 12.50. 12 was it 12.50 or 12? I think it was 12.25 at my 38% OTE. Okay. Good. So there's too many lines on that chart. I'm going to remove them now that you've seen them. That's how we need to play today's price action. Now, let's look at volume profile here. This is only showing 5 days, but that's actually enough. Accumulate, accumulated a higher high, accumulated a higher high. Now we're gapping, and so again, do we go up into the 40s, 6043s, 6047s, or do we just steadily stay around 19 and below? Back into the 87s, gap fills around 92, 93s. Good morning, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button. That's what helps us out the most. Smash that like button. Ooh, yeah. All right, so today is pre-holiday trading. Very, very low volume. We're at 119,700 contracts as I say it. Very, very low volume. If we look at the volume profile, okay, we are distribution slight skew right. Now, is this going to be a weak high, right? Where the profile is built out above the last high in the profile overnight. See, this was built out in the open session in the New York session. Is this going to get built out above this in the overnight session and then drop and then they accumulate here or down here or not? This is going to be interesting. If this is a breakaway gap, they're going to crush the souls of the Twitter shorts. Oh, Twitter shorts are just not. Think about this. You short on Friday. Let's reminisce on this for a minute here. You short, you're like, oh yeah, look, they're distributing up here. Look, it's distribution. Look, I'm telling you. I'm going to short this position up into the fair value gap, or excuse me, the VAH. I'm just making this up, right? But think about the people that have done this, right? And then Sunday night, it opens at 08. What? Huh? Wait, I'm short. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it'll come back down. I'll short a little bit more, right? But that's never any of us in this room that have ever done that, right? Never, right? So this is what it would look like. I think you can see it clear. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this has to go. It has to go. This has to be the top. Wow. Whack. Hi, how you doing? So some of them have shorted again. Most of them have taken a big loss. Us, we're smooth sailing to the upside because we saw the draw on liquidity on the 4-hour chart. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Don't you love it? Let's take a look at the 15-minute KISS chart. And then we're going to move on to the Adam Mancini levels. we are high and tight, and we can't short against this. So here's what you look for, right? If we're in position one to the upside, the 200 is moving up, the 20 is moving up, price is moving up, and we're in that hierarchical order. What you wait for is the green to go back above and turn it green. Okay, so we have it marked here. There's a couple times where it sputters out, right? Over here, but you're really not hurt, because what you want to wait for is you want to wait for a pullback closer, and then it fires here, 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 and then plausibly what's happening here, where it comes together and then pushes. Now, where we would say that the fractal flips, okay, is when this, well, you guys are getting a good lesson here. This is a good one. When we say that the 15-minute fractal is turned down, what I mean by that is the 8 EMA will turn red, and it will go through the 20 SMA, which is this one here, and it at the same time as price, and it will turn all of it red. All of it will turn red. Then your 2-minute 20-period simple moving average will go through your 200 simple moving average, and they will all turn red. That is what I mean by 15-minute fractal. I mean literally a fractal. The 15-minute turn and then the 2-minute turn at the same time. Good. No. What this is over in our Discord, we have this all set up for you. This is just a very, very simple KISS chart. We call it the KISS Keep It Simple, silly chart. Very, very simple. Nothing complex about it. We've got the 8 EMA, 20 SMA, 200 SMA. But it's the context in which we trade. Great question. Great question. And welcome, Sam. Yeah. And we've got it all set up for you on TradingView and NinjaTrader if you're interested in taking a look at it. It's the only indicator that we use. The only indicators that we use are VWAP, Keltner channels, and very, very simple moving averages. So it's just a quick calculation of price, not some sort of fancy whatever people want to call it. Yeah, you're welcome and welcome. You're welcome and welcome. Now, the 15-minute KISS chart rules the 2-minute. The 4-hour KISS chart, which is, you can see it here on TradingView, even though I have a lot of boxes and stuff drawn. We've got the 200, we've got the 20, and we've got the 8 EMA. The 4 is in control of the 15, but the daily KISS chart is in control of the 4-hour, and we have been in position 1, which we call it. There's more explanation here. We've been in position 1 for 12 months now, folks. 12 months. Let me see if it scrolls out so we can see it. Follow the 200 here. Okay, green, 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 green. Look at this. Since November 21st, we've been in position 1, strong position 1 to the upside, making the Twitter shorts quiver, making the Twitter shorts delete their posts. Yeah. Now, I don't think we have it to where it shades on the TradingView one, but I'm sure someone can figure that out. But here's what's cool about it is it makes it to where it's one indicator. So it doesn't like, because, you know, some people can only have 3 indicators on each chart. It makes it only one indicator instead of 3 separate ones. Darko's going to Morocco. Oh, man. You got to meet up with Elijah. Here's a good video on like his chart. Mr. Sam or Mrs. Sam. Uh-oh. Darko's going to get in some trouble. Oh, that'll be exciting. Darko, you'll get to meet the whiz kid. Everybody, I want to remind you, it's Alexi's birthday when you see her. Do they buy the VWAP for the third time? Third, fourth, fifth time? Sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth? Do they buy the VWAP for the 47th time? Do they float above it? Or do they crash right through it? I'm okay with any part of it. My call is very, very nicely in the green. I bought it at 27.75 and it is trading 70 midpoint. There's also the option of high and tight and run the clock out. Market makers would make a fortune on that, wouldn't they? Build the inventory, leave it flat at this higher price point for a day to build the inventory for the March higher all weekend. Well, I mean, you could call it weekend, right? Basically, on a 4-day weekend. Seasonality is long bias until the day after Thanksgiving, right, folks? Remember we looked at it on Friday? Remember this? Morning. VPOC is 14. If you've got patience, if you've got the patience of a caregiver, smash that like button. If you've got the discipline of a ruler, smash that like button. If you've got the clear mind of a sage as you're sitting here, make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, VWAP's 1361. Stops in any trade here would be right around 11. So do they hunt that 11 or not is the question. They're going to hunt 11 or they're going to hunt 18. 1950. No entrada for me here. $14.75 on your 15-minute. They've tapped it twice and held it now. Completed business at it. It's where your green overtakes your red. Okay. Come on. Get in here and lay down. Come on. Come. I'm sure your sister She'll be right behind you. Go lay down. Okay, so 1475 to 1075, 4 points. So your target would be 1875. Oh my goodness. Hi, go lay down. She's just sitting here staring at me. She literally looks like this right now, staring at me. All right, so there's the 18s. They just probed the 18 buy side lick. Okay, all right. Here's how I have it drawn on the 15-minute. Look. Completed business here. Retested business here with 78 contracts. Bought 210 on the offer at 15. And now it's at 18. Okay, all right. I see you. I see you sneaking in there. Okay. All right. Go on now, player. Play on, player. See you. That's all the sell side lick they were going to get. Right here. That was it. You could call it a draw, right? You So now, what are they going to do? So does it go like this, right? So think about it like this. I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, right? But what if it went like this? Because they got the draw on the buy side liquidity right here. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but just keep it in mind that that's the type of situation that could happen. And now remember, I don't expect it to go down to 5,800 or something like that on a day like this, but that's something we got to be aware of. Or is the sell side lick here? And they push it higher. $19.25 is the overnight high. $18.75 long for the 14.75s. All right, go on, playa. That wasn't my money. I couldn't enter. I had to have been long from below. VAH is 17. And that's why I didn't go long. Think about it. It's the perfect buy side lick, right? 17 even to 1775. 17, whatever that is right there. On a day like today, absolutely. Think about it. Nick got out at 18, right? Well, his was a sell to close. It didn't have to be a sell to open. It's a sell order nonetheless. Buy side liquidity. Now, I mean, if Nick used a limit order, I assume he just hit market to get out. Okay, but that would be removing the lick. That would be what the buy side players want. I have a tight stop on this, and I'm literally in the micros because I'm not at my correct locations. I was just taking the short on this bar here, but since they're printing 17 quarters on it, it's the bar's kind of negated here. It's just a 2-tick loss. It was not supposed to print 1725 from 1675. What? Oh, I'll be right back. All right, someone bought 1875. Hmm. The calls are trading 71 by 72. Good, 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 good. $22.75 would be upper Keltner on the 15-minute. R2 is 26.50. Oh, I never did my Mancini's. Okay, let me get to that here. All right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Adam Mancini 4 on x.com. And I'm going to use these levels here. Here's what his thing looks like. Yeah, I'm going to go here. I'm going to use these as I'm going to trade them just like pivots, to and from. I'm going to wait for my pattern to repeat to and from these levels. Got 09, 02 supports, keeps 27 to 32 alive. React 60, 46 live. 02 fails, we fill the gap. Okay. So there's the layout. That's how we're going to look at it. So he has 46. What is mine? Mine is 43.75 or 47.75 or something like that. I'll look here in just a second. All right. He's talking some push here. This is great. So remember the narrative that we talked about. Gap, run, in first position, right? On the daily, 4 hour, and the 15-minute chart. So the gap is there, but until all of this shifts, we're not shooting gap fill yet. Because this is what happens if you guess that it's going to try to fill the gap. You get your gap filled. Huh. You get gap filled, right? So 47.50 is my target on my call that I have. So he has 46, I've got 47.50. Perfect. I'm going to exit at 45. He wants to front run me. Oh, little bastard. So Mancini, 27, 32, 46. Oh 09, 02. Upper Keltner, 22.75 on the 15-minute chart. And it would be 2R from the people that got to nibble at 14.75. Oh, sweet mercy. If you've watched last night's video, and you were paying attention to what I was saying all last week, you are not surprised by this price action. Do you agree? I bought this. Here's one for you guys to look at. I'm nibbling into this one, SUI, right? But here's another one, IO. I'm in this one over here, down here. $241 or something like that. And then something tells me that this one right here is going to make some sort of crazy move to like listen, and this sounds stupid, right? To like 100 or 1,000, some weird craziness, right? Great job, David. All right, those of you on Team Green, let's spam the Stay Frosty. Oh, my processor fans are heating up. They're spinning away. It's going to make its move now, folks. Coming into R2 and Mancini, 2650 and 27. All right, here's R2. This is on very, very low volume. We are just now at 144.7 thousand contracts. There's nothing I can do up here. My rules keep me safe. If I'm not long from below, I can't be long up here. I can't enter long here. This is nice. My calls almost 200% here. Almost at 2R. I have the 5980s at 2775. So I need an 82 to be 2R. Okay, look at how we're in first position on everything, right? We've got the 20, the 200, 20, and the 8 EMA, while price is just slithering upwards, right? So if we go to the chart that's directly below me, we've got the 200 sloping up, the 20, the 8, and the regular, and the actual price, which is the 1 SMA on the chart there. There we go. Boy, this is doing some work, folks. Chadwick, let's go, baby. 32 Mancini. 32 Mancini. A lot of volume coming in here on the sell side. They're absorbing it and they're saying, "Give it to me." Now, the only way that this is going to push into new all-time highs is if they get a cooperation from NVIDIA and a couple other ones. Tesla is up. Tesla was at 361 when I looked at it a second ago, right? 361. Folks, that's massive. That's 9 points higher than the other day, right? Or something like that. So above 32 Mancini, if it stays above the 27s, 32.46, 32.46. And you can see that I have a first target of 6047 spot 50. So I'm going to exit my call around 6045. That'll be a great place to get over 2R on the play. There you go. Now you've got a large offer at it too. You have to be filled now, Nick. He's got an iceberg up there at 30. He's going to take all you can eat here in a second. 230. There you go. There, straight through. He said, all you can eat. Give that to me. That's mine. Yeah, bottom. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, so 46.50, and we're at 45.25. We need 1.5 points of range expansion, so we need about a 33 and 3/4 if we're going to move it to the upside to be able to remove my Keltner charts here, Keltner channels on the 2-minute chart here. It's getting spicy, and we're not even to the open, folks. We got 3.5 minutes to my favorite time of the morning. I'll be right back. 32 to the tick, and then it falls. This guy's too good, man. Look, I mean, he laid it out. He huggy beared it. Look, 27.32 react, then 64. Look, folks, look, 27.32 react, 46. If I said 64, I'm sorry, 64. Wow, huh? It's that time of the morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get them in the air. We're going to cheers, everybody, to, in America, this is Thanksgiving week. I want everyone to be with their family, eat lots of food, make sure you exercise it back off. I'm going to try to sustain. Let's put them in the air to a happy, happy trading week. Let's be very, very safe. Cheers, everybody. Spam the cheers emote. It's a cheers, and it's a good morning to you. Those of you that are new, welcome. Welcome. Make sure you smash the like button. Share this stream with your friends. This is what real trading looks like. I don't do a bunch of copy accounting. You know, this is copy account trading, that kind of thing. Not you don't need to. What you need to do is you need to get one account and build it. Back to R2, 27, 26.50. Cheers. Please make sure that your live button on YouTube is red, because there should be right around 1 second, 1.5 seconds of lag. That's about it. We are running for very low latency. So we are inside the narrowest range of the last 7 trading days, right? So therefore, what I have to adhere to, because sometimes it keeps me out of winning trades, but most times it keeps me out of losing trades, is I can't take a pullback. Sorry, I can't take a pullback along here. It's at upper Keltner. The only thing I can do is be looking for green or red overtakes greens. I don't really want to do that because it just had a change of character, right? And so let's go to the larger time frame. Let's see if we have a break of structure. Let's go to the 15. Okay, well, everything says long only, so I can't. I'm kind of bound by my rules right now. My entries were down here. Thank you, Rosie. I couldn't have said it better. If you've always wondered, here's the deal. If you've always wondered exactly where to put your stop, that's what we're going to get down to the bottom of when we go one-on-one on our consult calls. Like, where do I actually, how do I actually put my stop in? How do I actually trade my stop? That's what we're going to get down to the brass tacks with. This is the danger zone. All right, let's review. Let's take a look at the analog of the KISS chart here. All right, so here's how this works. Let me explain. Let me explain to you. All right, so this, as Oliver Velez has deemed it, what we call narrow state, where the 200, the 20, and price are all in agreement. Okay, this would be the biggest agreement in price. What we want to do is we want to trade when at the biggest disagreement in price. 200 slopes up, increasing at an increasing rate. 20 slopes up, increasing at an increasing rate, and the 1 SMA increasing at an increasing rate. In the middle of all this would be the perfect fan of the 8 right here, right? This is where we want to trade. Okay, so now, where do we not want to trade? Here. Okay, so now let's look at two charts. The first chart, let's look at this one, the one directly below me. Where are we at in that stage? Okay, now let's go to the 2-minute. The entries were here, not here. Okay, that's the difference, right? Now this analog, this is the greatest, most successful analog I've ever seen in my life. We got the 200, we got the 20, and we got the 1 SMA. You can put the 8 EMA in the middle of all of this. Okay, we're right here. We don't want to trade here. We want to wait for it to reset back to this. Preferably, if we stay inside narrow range, we want it on lower Keltner. Okay, and then we want to trade this. That's the success of this analog. Patience. I don't. Nick, it's at 75. It's at 78, Nick, and it's $50 a point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hey, here's the deal. You were here when I called it, right? Let me show everyone the actual trade. Go to the 4-hour chart. It was perfect, right? The world was supposed to collapse, right? If you watched the Sunday night video, it explains it, right? Explain something. My target is on the daily, 6047 spot 50. Man, baby. Yes. I've achieved. Oh my God. All men are man babies when they're sick. I'm a man baby when I can't breathe through my nose when I'm sleeping. Anyone? We've got a weird hole at 29.25. We look here. Do they let that slide? All right, we are outside narrow range, right? Let's confirm. Confirmed by one tick. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Keltner channels. Al Z, if you got in on that tail bar, you got 2R already. You are looking clean. Great job, everybody. Great job. This was very predictable, though. I mean, if we go to the larger time frames, this man, I can't express myself clearly enough. When we see this series, after it can't get through the fair value gap here, it can't break this here. We get the draw on liquidity. It can't even close on the daily chart below the 20 period simple moving average. Look at this. Tail, 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 tail. And then the shorts are nothing but a tail. Right? So second target, final target, 47.50 here for us. Because when we broke through the 72, here's how we get the 47.50. If anyone's wondering, right? This is a great example. We identify where they had liquidity. We identified where they could plausibly remove the removal, or this would be the exhaustion bar. Okay, here's the removal of the exhaustion bar at 72. You would just extend all the way down to the close, or the lowest close or open. Okay, which is 96.50 or whatever that is right there. So then you have a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio to here, 47.50. That's how I'm getting that target. It works all the time, folks. Look at this one. I got 2R. But you have to be able to identify the four things, right? On the 4-hour chart is where this play kicked off. At 59.96, 58.96 or something like that. Yep. I did take some heat. It did go down, 15 points. But when you're out of the money, I had a 59.80, right? So I was 80 points out of the money. And then now here we are. I'm 50 points into the money. And it's gained extreme value. I'm at like 2R on it already as it sits up here. Just under 2R. But the play was all written. It was all just kind of choreographed. You just had to be patient for it. You had to wait for the trigger, right? If you've studied Wyckoff, there has to be some sort of trigger. Into the holidays is usually just low volume, slow grind up. I want to remind everyone that there's two different things that can happen in a low volume scenario, right? The first thing that can happen in a low volume scenario is it just goes sideways. That's what most people think. Chop, sideways price action, low volume. Wrong. It can go sideways, okay, or it can be directionally biased on low volume. Okay. There's two things it can do. There's three directions that it can go. All right. Now we're outside of narrow range on low volume. We're at 181,000 contracts here. Low volume. They are manipulating this thing higher. And listen, I don't mean manipulating in a negative way, however you got manipulated when you were a kid, nothing like that, right? That's not what I mean. They're just holding They're holding their diamond hands, I guess is what young people would say, right? And if they own all the inventory, well, then there's only one direction that it goes. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I was pretty good at the game until I played with my oldest son. My oldest son is absolutely amazing at that game. Always at the first place on the team, no matter what. By a mile. I'm going to get him to look at some of these patterns, and I'm going to see if I can coax him. I'll give you an update. He's a tough nut to crack. If you're that good at a video game, imagine how good you'd be at this video game. Ooh. Hey, son, find me all of these. Now we are skew left. Accumulation at 13, at 14. I didn't draw that because I thought we were going down. I just drew that because that's the opposite pattern of this one. G-Man, who are you talking to? Billy. We've got some serious completed business at 30.75. What do we got going on here, folks? Three and a half minutes to the opening bell here. Sitting on weak highs on the opening bell, right? So this is a great example. Let's go to the volume profile. Let's zoom out. Let's push the F button. Sorry, everyone. Okay, and so now think about this. These profiles were created on New York hours. Okay, now we're above them, and we're coming into New York hours. What does it do? That's what we're watching. Okay. got a new Mancini. 46.50 if EFs wants it. Yeah, see, 46. Okay. Or 1702 support. Gap fill below. Got it. Okay, the over-under is 28.50. Is it 28.50? Yeah. $24 if you're short. Interesting. Here we are. We're open. Here we go. Remember how I had that drawn, G? Look at this. There you go. Wow. I hesitated. That's my fault. Wow. I do not know what caused the massive gap up. I do not know, but what I am watching is, do they try to hunt it? Holy moly. Coming into VWAP 1850. See, this is what I meant by this. It was a weak high in the profile, right? We're high and tight, but all with pre-market volume. So Mancini was 27 32 46 50. Okay, now it went 27 32 27. So now is it 1702? Nine 170902. And we're just getting started, folks. Let's get it. 28.50 over under. They like that. There's the draw on liquidity, folks. There it is. Did they get all they needed? $35.25 if this thing starts cooking. $35.25 if it gets cooking. There, 33 is the top side of the box. There it goes. Boom. There's the stops. There's the stops. Beautiful. 38.75 is the target. 38.75 is the target. Or did they just find a massive amount of buy-side liquidity? $33 over under. Oh, they rat hold them. $35.25 target was filled. Next target is $38.75. And the reason I left this on here is think about the guy that's short, right? And he got targets, but he didn't protect himself. And so now the numbers were 28.50. Okay, it blasted through there, so I bought one here, right? And then now what we're expecting is what is the amount of stops above this 33? Well, there was a lot. There was a lack of liquidity. So now are they going to remove the liquidity back up into the through the 33s? That's why I said 33 is over under. It's the highest closing bar up here, closing price. Or did they just run into all the buy-side liquidity that they wanted for the rest of the day? And to me, that's above 33. That's why I say 33 over under. You can see they're battling the hell out of this. Volume coming in. There's no way we go higher. Stop. There's no way we go higher. Get out of here. You guys are all, come on. There's no way we go higher. It's not possible. There's no way we break 37 and here I go, ding. Not in that biz. Not in that biz. Canceling my 37, canceling my 27 bid. There's no way we go higher. Stop. It's not possible. All right, at 40, you've got a bundle offered out at 40s. Okay, there's 37 to 38. So there was some stops there. Good. Ding! He shoots, he scores. Okay, so all out at 38.75 in the micro. I don't know. We haven't printed it in the ES yet, but here it comes. Here it comes. There you go. There you go. You guys are all out. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Perfect. Done. Perfect.
Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
Almost like we were all playing the same game, huh? What do you guys think about that? Smash the like button if you like what you just saw there. Okay, my final target is 45, and I'll be closing the call too for a over 2R profit. Getting your double tail bars here. Go on, I'm listening. Someone bought the farm at 39. I had an ad order at 27, just to be clear. 20. Yeah, right here. Canceled. 27. I wanted to buy 2 more at 27. Canceled because I hit the target. Well, we were getting close to my first target. Just 4 points off the highs. There's nothing to see here, folks. This is Trapsville, USA. You're in the trap house. They got all the liquidity that they could eat under 26. Now, what is this? This is their opportunity. What are they going to do with it? Does that make sense? Think about it like that, just in an auction. If the auction can go both ways, this is what it would look like. Not only can you bid somebody up. Look at right here. Not only can you bid somebody up, make them pay more for it, you can bid them down. And then buy it back from them here, and then you can bid it up again, and then you can make them pay up for it, and then bid it down, right? We nailed the top up there, huh? That was a good one. How many of you were following me along? One bar risk, right? First target was 1 bar. You can still be long. Final would be right at 46. 46.50. Uh-oh, shorts. Uh-oh, shorts. Okay, I'm going to start dialing in on how to get out of, or what the price is going to be. All right, so now we're above 2R on the calls. They're 83.25 by 84. So we're 2R above them, above the entry. Will be 66 points in the good with 27. So 93, roughly 93 will be my exit on those calls. If it gets to roughly 45 to 46. Okay, got it. Got it. Dangerous game up here. The question is there buy-side liquidity lurking or not? Who can answer that question? I can't answer it. Twas not me. NVIDIA dumping. That's why this market is struggling, right? It's a shift of asset capital, right? If the ES is going to continue to climb without the tech sector, right? Where is the money going? Is it going into healthcare? Is it going into blue chips? Is it like defensive names like Philip Morris, Colgate Palmolive, right? I'm up so much in Philip Morris that it has moved into the not ever for sale again category. Ticker symbol PM. I'm in it at like 92. That's no longer for sale. Is it going into crypto? Sure. But Bitcoin's down 4% right now. So that makes it hard to, yes. Cycling out of and into something. You just have to figure out where and what. Great question. Other names even though people hate Disney, right? Look at Disney. Oh, people hate it so much. Oh, well, they don't hate it that much, right? So all the nonsense that you see on Twitter, right? It's nonsense, right? Because look at, wow, right? Look at this one. Here's our darling, Steve. Oh, hi. It's crushing our yield, but you know what? We'll take the return. Hi. Oh. Oh, hello. Hello. That's your grocery bill. Here. You better go to the store quickly. Gas got cheaper here, and then now it's up like 6 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents. I'll tell you when I start buying like USO and stuff like that. My goal is if we see, let's say $1.80, $1.70 where I live at the pump, I'll start really pushing into USO, XOM, ConocoPhillips, that kind of thing. But it's about timing, right? You want gas, you want the barrels of oil to be really, really cheap. That's when you find the value correlation. That's when Nick Tudormore will start screaming, "How do you not own this, bro?" We nailed the top, huh? What do you guys think about that? We're all playing the same game. It was 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio from the risk of this bar. That's it. Watch, if we just quickly draw it out. Shkabink. Please don't forget to hit that like button. This community is this stream is community supported. Hitting the like button, sharing this stream, sharing our content is the quickest way to get us noticed by not only you but your friends and people that you care about, to show the real way that trading actually works, right? The myth of everybody buying a Lamborghini with their trading money, folks, that's not actually how trading works. There are millions of people that scrap $200, $250, $300 out of the market every single day and go on with their business. What is your hourly rate that you have to make to replace your job income, right? Most people are like, "Oh, I'm trying to make $5,000 a day." It's like, okay, how about you make $350 a day first? How about you break even first? How about you not lose money first? Okay, on your 15-minute, we're at the low to low trend line here. We're at the low to low, to the tickles. To the tickles, Mr. Rickles. And we're trying to draw a lick at 19 quart. There they go. Not yet. We're going to work on that one when we have time, Steve. Yeah, and if you're saying it's going to be the best one, I'm so in. We did not get a new Tulsa King last night before I went to bed. All right, we're at the first touch of the 200 simple on the 2-minute. Well, that was the end of season 2. Well, that explains it, my friend. What's funny is we rewatched the episode 10, only to realize that we had already seen it before, and we wondered why it sounded so familiar. All right, this is a large red bar on the 15-minute. Okay, a lot of volume coming in here at 20. Lot of volume. Whoa. 10,000 contracts, 15,000 contracts right there. He bought all of them. He bought all of them. Okay, going out for 4 points. Out. Boom. Okay, your over under is 26 quarter, 26 half. Yeah, that look at this, folks. This is how you can tape read into the market. Look at this. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I'll be real honest. This is your over under, ladies and gentlemen. This is your over under right here. Market generated information. Look at that. So I just bought it. I just hit market. I got 20.75. Okay, and I killed it for 4 points. Boom. Done. Mart, are you done? That was all the draw on lick that they needed, right? Remember, I said 19 quarter. And so what did he start doing? He started just going at 19 quarter. Thousands of times. Love it. Let's frickin' go, folks. Here you go. Holiday shenanigans are abound. All right, Al Z, great job, buddy. All right, we're okay on the 15-minute chart. We've got kind of an important. We've got an important level here. I'm going to point this out. Okay, look at what is that? The open of that bar would be 26.75. I'm not saying that it's a reversal bar, but I'm saying be watching this area right here, not only on the 2-minute, but the 15-minute chart. I'm not muted. At view out. Do they sell through the VWAP? Woo, woo, look at that. Nice. Quick little downspout. Yep, at 1850. Good call. I see it. Good eye, batter. The battle is real. Good call. Does it close above or below? Now it has 15 minutes. It has 14 minutes to go above 2350 or below 1850. Oh boy. Watch it rat hole both sides. Oh, everybody wants to look at this thing they call the fair value gap, huh? Let me see here. Oh, let me fix that. $14 if you're short. $14 if you're short. Great short, guys. I just missed the 2050 pullback. That's okay. I'll find the next trade. I have no positions on besides my call. That is quite the move. That is a 24-point move there. Nice and spicy. Okay, we've got 1709.02 Mancini. Okay, you got a new Mancini here. Speaking of the devil. Okay, no change. 60, 17 week are now heavily tested. O2 supports. O2 fails, we gap fill. $18.50 your FVG. But where is the order block and where is... So if we were to say that the order block and the breaker block are 1775 to 1125, you've got a median threshold of 1450. Okay? So keep that in mind on the 15-minute chart, right? Here's how I have it painted. On the top side, if we go order block, median threshold 3350. 22 is the top of your fair value gap on the 2-minute. 21 was your median threshold, and they instantly sold it. Let's see if they keep doing that or they push through it. Okay, we're right in that high volume node. Did they get value below? I'm going to do it with 1 micro. Okay, 2350 over under, 2375. Decision point right here. Above 22 or below 1975. Okay, back to that decision point, 2375, 2350. And buy side lick. It's getting kind of jumpy. Oh, time to kill it. No, there was the sell. Oh. Oh, 1975 is a short now. Oh, there it goes. It was looking good. I'm trying to get out of it. Just one micro. So if you're short, 15 is your target. Yeah, good, good, good. Here's how I have the short drawn. Right when they closed it inside of that fair value gap, I should have just closed it because they instantly sold it. And then the short was 1975. Yep. And the reason is the position, the fractal on the 2-minute chart, the 8 EMA crosses the 20. So they were looking for the first sell on red overtakes green. Uh, 09 first, Joey, and then 03. Your draw on liquidity is below 9. I was contemplating closing at around 23. Yeah, that's okay. Great job, Brian. Great job. There's your second target. There's 2R if you got it. No fill. I'll wait. 0250 if you need a target, 0250. No fill for me. At R1. Now, right here at about 0575, I think 0550 is your Globex low or Globex open, if you will. Same thing. Do they find sell side liquidity here and it pops higher, or do they make a run on liquidity instead of a draw on liquidity? I'm up 64 cents. They rat hold me. Whoa. Whoa. That was 1575 to 1375 in one tick. It's got a pothole at 15. Was that their true intention? Or is this just a snapback? Okay, cleared that 15 pothole. Bam. Add out. It's starting to look bullish, though. Yeah. Ooh, little snippet snip. 4 or 5,000 sold at 16.25 to 16. Look at your tape here. Thousands of them, right? So here's your over under now. Okay, watching 16. Okay, watching 1850 over under here. Okay, there's VWAP 2150. Did they go straight through it, or do they bring it back? If you're long from the 16s, here's your first target as well. He got all he could eat at 16 quarters, 16 half. So anything below this here was value. I should have gotten out, but it's okay. Not perfect. But I am long 1850 with a 31 target. Now 3050 target, excuse me. Okay, a lot of volume at 22. Because this is such a wide stop of 12 points, I'm in the micro. I'm going to cancel my 16 bid. Everything points to 09 right here. We're going to find out. No fill on my ES short. Okay, taking my ad off of my micro. Long. I tried to short 16 in the ES, no fill. Instantly down to the 10 target. Just trying to put a little bit of leverage on there to try to capture something out of this broken whatever the MES long here. Somebody bought the farm at 10. Wow, look, everybody's trading the same thing. $1,600 contracts plus another 700, so about 2,300 contracts there. So he bought 1,835 times plus another 674. So 19 and 6, 2,500 times at 10 even. Do they break through the 10s? No, I don't like that. 09, 0875, 09 is your median threshold, and that was hit on your order block below here on the 2-minute chart. So shorting into this would be an uphill battle if you ask me. There was the seller. He definitely pulled the bid. All right, we're inside of this fair value gap, median threshold 1675. Top side of it's 1975. Where's the seller? There's the seller. So did they get all they could eat below 10s or 9s? We're gonna find out. Because think of the guy think of the trader that thinks that this is a pullback short a little bit too late, right? Not that there couldn't have been money made, but think about it. Think about it. If there's just like a guy like, oh, but what he doesn't realize is all we did is we went to the OTE of 09. 09 lined up with your order block, median threshold of your order block. Let me show you what I mean. Okay. So if I draw this here at 1850 or whatever that number is, okay, and here's the bottom of it. Look at the OTE right here. 09. Look at 09 lines up with your median threshold of the order block down here inside the liquidity draw plausible level. So far, that's what's happening. Let's watch and see if they continue. We had it all drawn out, folks. We're in it. I added at 10 and took 2 points for 12. So now 1850, still you're over under no matter what. And I don't know if it's going to go above it or not. What I know is they just drew on liquidity. Tyson, what's up, buddy? There's too many weak hands that think that the gap is going to fill. But if we just use the KISS chart on the larger time frames, everything points to that the algorithms have a slight edge to the upside. And yes, I'm still in that 1850 long with a six even stop. That's why I'm in the micros, right? So now, what would this just think about on the 4-hour chart? What would this bar look like if it did blank? What would this bar look like if it did blank? Right. So just think about your scenarios here. A taparoo of the 8 EMA, bink, right? Or do they come back down and test this again and come through the gap? Okay. Or do we close above? Oops. What is the open? Do we close above 18? Yeah. No, the close. 23.75. So 24 and 18 are your numbers. Okay, watch 21.75. Removal of the removal. Your fair value gap is 19.75 to 13.75. Okay, we closed above the median threshold of the fair value gap on the 2-minute chart. So the question is, now what? Now what? 1975 is it. Here it comes. Here's where all the shorts thesis start to get collapsed, right? There's 20s, right? So if you're short 18, you're starting to feel some heat. You're hoping that it comes back your way. If you're trying to get long on a break through the 1975, you're hoping it goes the other way. Oh, lots of volume at 1950. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. My processor's fan is spinning. So do they get to 1550 and then push it higher, or are they going to dump right through 1550? 1550 would be your first target if you're short the top of the fair value gap with a stop above. You can see it here. That doesn't mean I'm in a trade. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the possibilities of what everybody could be doing. Because you might win that one. There's your 1550s. There it is. $15 is plausibly, yep. And they did all that damage within the first minute and 10 seconds of that bar opening, Joey. Little too quick. Little too quick. When we say sword and shield, what we mean, everybody, those of you that are new, first of all, welcome. What we mean by that is an inverted hammer or a hammer. So the fair value gap has held so far. Look at this. 1975 to 1375. Magically, perfectly. I have not taken an ES trade today. So any trade that I've taken has been in the micros, and I'm barely down, less than $90 or whatever it is if I get stopped out, right? So folks, don't take too much. Oh my God, he's trading all over the place. I've had a max of 3 micros on, I think, two or 3 micros on. I haven't even gotten my beak wet yet, folks. I haven't found anything that is absolutely juice. I did try to short 16 in the ESs with a 10 target. That would have been a 22 stop. Okay. No fill. No fill. Rather uneventful today, folks. Rather uneventful. I have a sneaking suspicion they were looking for sell side lick. The question is, did they get all that they needed? The box is still 1850 to 650. I want to remind everyone of that. Nothing has changed. All we did was pull back into the OTE, which is 9 to 11. OTE means optimal trade entry. Nothing spectacular about it. It's at the 61% retracement and the 78.2 retracement. 61.8 and 78.2 retracement. $19.75 on your 15-minute chart, which is the close of that previous bar. So we've got a battle between 1850 and 1975. Now, if we get above 2350, I'm not saying we're going to, 2350 on the 15-minute chart would flip it around. Or they would be, we would see if there's buy-side lick activity there or not. Looks like they found their first seller. Look at that. There he goes, from 1950 all the way down to 16s. Down to 15s. There he is. Your hammer is playing out very, very well on the 15-minute. So you'd cover around 9 if you're short from above 18s, 19s. Give you a perfect entry. On the 2-minute chart, you've got 1375, 1975. Now it looks lower. I was just talking about how I think it's going higher. Now I think it's going lower. I think it's going sideways. Welcome to pre-holiday trading, everybody. I don't have a whole lot of narrative for you. You see, I have hardly any conviction right now. Do I think this could go to '08 right here? Sure. But do I think it could go to 1850 here? Sure. Light volume. Right now, the volume over under on volume is 1325 to 1375. There they go. '08 would be your target if you're short. Wow, that was perfect. '09 to 12. Can't trade it much better than that. They're leaning into the bid, though, folks. All they need to do is find one seller and remove the bid at the same time, and we've got a nice little cascade forming. I've got a micro going here. That's it. So don't read too far into this here, folks. But I do believe they are leaning into the bid here. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Now, if they do start to move back to the upside, okay, where I would be watching is 3050 to 2650. I'm not saying they're going there. If we get going there, that's where you'd watch up there. There is an inefficiency in the market at that point. Got a new Mancini. No change. '02 must hold or we fill the gap. 93.88. 17 reclaim to retest 26. Perfect. There is a lot of supply here. They're leaning into the bid. Okay, there's 09 again. They're just leaning into it, looking for any sort of liquidity. Unfortunately, they're going to find some of mine. Every time it bounces, it's just getting met with weakness here. We're going to wrap up the stream here shortly if we don't get any sort of major price action movement here. Be careful if you're trying to go long here. We would need some sort of liquidity grab underneath 6 before they take it long here. This is all just testing the waters above them. Be careful. Be careful. $12.25 is a big hurdle here. Big hurdle at $12.25 because it's right back into the low to low. Yeah, there it goes. Decision point is 10.75 on the 2-minute. Ooh, they dump right through. Two-minute, 2 seconds. Okay. Now the bar closed at a rat hole at 10.75. 10.75 over on the 2-minute chart. They've got all the supply you can eat above it. $12.25 still the over under. Okay, we're at that now. He's got all you can eat above 12. Does he continue? Or do they push right into the 14s? Do they push right into the 14s? Got 30 seconds till this bar closes above or below 12 quarter. I honestly couldn't tell you what it's going to do. I have no clue. They're finding all you can eat on the supply above here. Right at 12 quarter. Look at that. Bink. Bink. Slide to the right. Slide to the right. Now jump. Now jump. There was the seller they were looking for. There was the liquidity. There it goes. I'm so glad I'm in the micros today, folks. I am getting annihilated here. Annihilated meaning I'll be down $100. I told myself if I don't see A plus, I'm not messing with it. And right now I am not seeing A plus. You guys might be, but I'm definitely not seeing it. So I'll just stay in my micros today. $10.75 by $12.25. They're going to rat hole it. Watch, they'll close this bar at $10.50. Oh. What do they close it at? $10.25? Oh my God. $10.25. Yep. Okay. Out of my ES contract, finally took an ES trade. There we go. Worked perfect. It's going to break me even on the day. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. My stop is 6 even. It went to 650. So I'm still in the micros. I will not be for very long because that was a very weak bar. Here they come. 6 is my stop on 3 micros. It'll put me at break even for the day, and that will be the end of my session here. Now, I did take the short. The red overtakes green. I have it drawn here. 10.25 with a 14 stop. Target was, oops. Target was supposed to be 650. I did 750. Oops. That's okay. Oops. Yeah, you guys can see it here. read it wrong. Oh, and okay, I know what it was. 750 was the prior swing low stop if it were going to get hit. I did. There you guys go. I took a ES trade. Perfect short. Perfect. Now, was that exhaustion or not? We don't really have a huge removal. The only removal we have is way over here, right? So now, I'm not saying this is going to happen at all. Not if it does, it would be absolutely insane, right? But the only removal we have is way over here. That would be huge, right? Whoops. That would be huge. Let me show you what I mean by that would be huge. That would be huge. 34. Now, could it? Sure. Is it going to? I don't know. It's got to get through 1375 first, right? Here's what we know. This order block has not been violated yet. Not yet. Right? But notice every single time that it's closed above it here, well, every time. The one time it closed above it, it did not trigger the longs. Okay, so now we just closed right above it again. What is this? What are they doing? Okay, they keep giving supply every time it gets up here. Are they leaning into the bid again? Or is this the time that they push it back up into the fair value gap again? Okay, so 1375 is the over under. I'll run the stream for a little bit longer. There's a lot of action going on here. I still have a 14 target. A lot of supply up here. Pothole at 950. Do they leave it open and run this thing through 1375, or do they crack their head on these 13s just like they've done for the past 25 minutes? Decision point right here, folks. We've got it all drawn out. Fractal on the 2 minute, fractal on the 15 minute turning bearish at the lows. Is that a trap or not? The chart that's directly below me. Okay. Look at how the 8 is crossing through the 20 and turning it down at the same time. Okay. But our 09 Mancini is holding. Okay. Now I'm not saying it's going to. Is this just consolidation for the move to 02 or not? $17 reclaimed to get to 26. He called 09 this whole time, and he's been right. So how's everybody doing this morning? Let's get a poll going. Let's go, Nick. I told myself if I don't see the A plus 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 plus, I'm staying small. And you've seen me honor my word, folks. I've taken one ES trade for just under 3 points. Here comes the sellers. They're leaning. They're working them. They're working through their magic there. Whoever's going to win, let's okay, here it is. Let's flip the magic coin. Here it is. It's heads. $10.75 is my over under. They got to fill that 950 gap real quick before they can do anything. Or they're just going to ram it. Watching 14. And 12. 12.25, sorry. Okay, they just found some stops. Ooh, this tape is getting kind of spicy here, folks. Be careful. Everybody be very, very careful. I just have 3 micros left, right, out of anything that I'm trading, because man, this is pre-holiday trading, folks. Here's the deal. There's a lot of banks that'll stop participating, right? And now I'm not saying that's going to make it go down or that's going to make it go up, but what I'm saying is it's going to remove the volume, because this is only junior brokers sitting here. I've got a 14 target. Oh, hello, Stinky. The dog just opened the door. 13.75 over under by fair value gap. I don't even have the food yet. My dog's begging. Stinkies, I don't even have any food. She literally looks like, there we go. There's 14s. 14 out, 2 left. She looks like this right now, staring at me, because she knows there's food coming. Hey, I'm green. Hey, folks, I'm green. Out there in the spot. Decision point 14.75. Here we go. Here we go. Here's how I have this all drawn out. If you're wondering what the hell my numbers are, look. Okay, between this chart that you see here and this chart, you've got all the numbers that I've been saying. Okay, 10.75, 12.25, 13.75, 14, 14.25 by 14.75 here. Okay, 18.50, 19.75. Those are all the numbers that I've been saying. And then Mancini 09, 02, right? So the theory is that 1375 to 1975 is where they're going to find all the sellers, right? But 1375, what if they don't find the sellers, right? That'll float it back up into 1975. If they do, well, then it'll push it down like you're seeing. And to be clear, my stop has been 06 even this whole time. 06 even this whole time. This will be the last trade of the day, everybody. Last trade of the day. 24 is the over-under on the 15-minute chart. 23.75. Do we get there? This will be the last trade of the day for me, win or lose. Hopefully it's a win, right? Out there in the spotlight. You're a million miles away. 1950. 1950. 1850. Okay, good. I got 18. Next target is 1850. And then I'll have one left for 3050. Thank you, dear. Protein delivery. Oh, hot bacon. Let's go. Sorry, those of you that are not eating bacon right now. I'm sorry. Out there in the spotlight. I listened to some Metallica this morning, and they're redoing the cover of Turn the Page, so it's stuck in my head. All right, 15 quarter, big over under there. Big over under. You've got 2 previous wicks, and you've got the high to high. Exact. Did they just find their liquidity point or not? Tinkerbell, no. All right, everybody, I'm going to eat my protein real quick, and then this, just to remind everyone, this will be the last trade. I'm going to turn the mic and the camera off for just a minute while I eat. I'm going for 1850 and 3050. from 1375. It's 06 or 1975 quickly, right? So 6 points of potential upside, 12 points of potential down, or 7 points of potential downside. Instantly. Oh, 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 oh. The liquidity algorithm had to come in. They chose sell. You see that? That's what a seller looks like. That's what a seller looks like. Look right back at 14. This is their game. Something, as Nick just said, something is brewing. It's like he wants all you can eat above 1375. This bar has to close at 1450 or above for the longs. 1450 or above. And it is struggling to find a buyer. Damn, I was hoping to have my last trade as a winner. Nope. They sold it. They're selling all they can eat. From 14s. Okay, girls, out. Bearish. And man, what would this look like at 16? Ooh. 15-minute bar just closed as an inverted hammer. Do they put the hammer on the longs? Or do they pump it right back into that 15 handle of the hammer? I'm going to run my dish downstairs. I'll be right back. Uh-oh. Someone's about to get rat-holed right here. Look at that. They closed it right at 1325. Gaming everybody in and out. Okay. Do they find supply again above 1375? You'll see it. It'll do the same thing. Okay. If not, you're going to see it make another big green bar, right? So 1375 over under. Nothing's changed. There they go. They sold it again instantly. It closing at 1325 was a big deal. If it would have closed at 1350, it would have changed the algorithms. But because they rat holed everybody at 13.25, now they can run it straight to 10s and rat hole the next line of people. Yep, there's 10. Okay, there's 10. They're finding all they can eat at 13.75. Looks like the shorts are going to win this one. Think of all the people that just went long at 13.50. Ouch, right? Ouch. Looks like today is going to be a scratch for me no matter what. Even here's the deal. Even if I win this trade, right, I'm only going to be up like $150. And if I lose, I'm going to be like up like $20. So yeah, here, it's just going to stop me out. Finally, this was a waste of time. I should have killed the stream about an hour ago. Yeah, that's okay. So I'll be up $17 if I get stopped out. Yeah, they're leaning. I mean, the tape doesn't lie. Anything above 13, they were all you can eat, all you can eat. So the question is, did they get enough? And are they battling someone that has all the demand that he wants below here, right? Because right now you've got a big buyer at 975. Big buyer. Big buyer. 1,600 times. 1,633 times at 975. See the tape? So now our new tape read is 975. We don't know if it's going to go up or down from there. What we know is somebody hit market right here 1,129 times. That's the only thing that we know. And how do we know that he hit market? Because it's traded on the offer. The right column is the offer, the left side is the bid. It also means somebody had all you could eat to sell it to him. Oh, closing it on the lows. Here comes my stop out of 06, and it'll be the end of the session here. Let's go ahead and get the review going here. All right, traders, it's going to be a scratch day for me. I'm going to be just breaking even here. I'll be up about $17. Yep, $17 on the day. I traded. I can't say that I traded like crap. I did follow my rules. Now my rules before coming into the market were very, very simple in the fact that I'm going to trade the micros till I get my A+ setup, right? So I got a whole bunch of stop outs on the micros. And I had one good ES trade. I shorted at 11:08 and 39 seconds. Right here. That's the only ES trade that I took. A lot of volume at 06 here, folks. Lots of volume. So I got to take one actually perfectly good trade where everything lined up, where the KISS chart was downwards. We were outside narrow range, so I took the next red overtakes green. So if we're looking at setup, textbook setups, there it is. Okay, my stop was right above here. My first target was actually supposed to be 650, but somehow I took 750. I got confused. But nonetheless, nice little trade. That's the only thing I took in the ES. In the micros, I took a whole bunch of silly, I wouldn't call them silly, but wider stop micros trades, right? So you can see here I'm closing up $18. It's been kind of a whack session for me, but yeah, I'm here to live to tell about it, right? The name of the game is longevity, right? Here's the deal, folks. Everybody's like, why aren't you trading 20 accounts? Well, why aren't you, right? This is what real trading for income every single day looks like, right? The first thing we look at is risk, and then we look at reward. Most people are looking at reward, then they think about what the risk could be after they've already lost it, right? So looking at longevity, we're doing pretty good. Up $18 in the Apex account. And that's really, I mean, holiday trading, folks. We got into a bigger high, larger high. Now we're coming back in. And so now the one thing that I want to point out is there's this huge gap below us, all the way down to 92, 93, okay, or from 06, 05. So that's what everybody's banking on that happening. Will it happen? I don't know. I guess we'll find out after the stream ends. Okay, see everybody. Remember, we're going to trade tomorrow. We'll trade Wednesday. If there's no trading on Thursday, we may or may not trade on Friday. We'll find out. I'll let everybody know. I hope everybody is having a safe day. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks.